Hi, I'm Steve Jones from Redgate Software, and I want to show you how you can move a Git repository from one hosting provider to another one. So I had a customer ask me about this. They want to know how they could migrate to GitHub from somewhere else. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. Now I've got here dev.azure.com. I've got this repository, this project, and in the project, I have repository. And so you can see a bunch of code here. This is a Git repository. Okay. I'm going to say clone here, and I'm going to copy this file or copy this URL. Now in my local system, I don't have this, right? Let's see. It should be right here if it existed, but I actually don't have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a command line. Well, Windows is acting up. Let's create a new one here. New console dialog. And that's on my E drive /git. And what I'm going to do is git clone, and I'm going to put that URL in. And so notice that it says dev.azure.com. So it's pulling that down as a Git repository. When it does this, we'll see the folder created here, and then we'll see stuff coming down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the same as my, where's my Git repository here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bunch of other stuff is in there. Once this is done, right, I'm up to date with stuff. Whoops, I got a CD there. Now you'll see it's up to date, but if I look at my remote, you'll see I have origin pointed over here, okay? That means I'm going to transfer code to and from this location to this folder. Now in GitHub, let's pop this open. I don't have a database DevOps repository, so I'm going to create a new one. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come back here. I'm going to grab the name of this project, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it in here, right? And GitHub will tell me that I don't have a repository with that name. Don't do anything else. I mean, you could add a description, you could change public or private, but don't do any of this stuff down here. Just create the repository. And when I do that, it says I've got an empty repository, right? I'm in the code folder or the code tab. What I want to do is push an existing one. But I don't want to add this origin. What I actually want to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go back to my command line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change add to set URL. Okay. And then the rest of this works. Copy this over. And then we'll copy this over. And what this is going to do is that now we're going to push everything up to GitHub that I had downloaded. So in that clone, I should have pulled everything down, right? All of the database and all of the branches and things. And then if I look now, my repository is pointing to GitHub. As a matter of fact, if I come here to GitHub and I click the code item now, my repository has been moved. Now the old repository still exists. I could certainly do the add remote thing here. I could do remote add. And I could say origin 2 if I wanted to get to the other one, or I would say old origin. And I would put this URL in there. And then I would be pointing back to that one if I needed to access it for some reason. But I'm not going to do that. From now on, all the work that I do in this repository will be in GitHub. And so when I push and pull here, I will make changes in the GitHub side of things. So if I were to do a notepad.md, which I think is right there, let's say update, this is moved to GitHub, right? We'll change that. We'll commit that. Git commit -m updated with new location. Okay, so I've made this change. If I were to come out here on GitHub, wherever I am, it doesn't have anything there. I'm going to do a git push. And once that's done, if I refresh this page, this is moved to GitHub. So hopefully that helps you understand how we move Git repositories along. One of the really nice things is that Git is Git everywhere. So no matter where it's hosted, same protocol, same software, the same things work. So if you need to migrate to a new hosting location, this will help you do it.